Hi guys, I'm Bill Angelidis from Melbourne, Australia. Hope you're all well. I've been asked to come on board and have a chat to the Lympo community about all the great things that we're doing and planning to do. And this is our second take. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty earlier, so sorry for starting a bit later. I want to firstly introduce myself properly and tell you all about me and what I do and how I spend my days and what we do here at Asta, and talk about some of the hobbies and things that I take an interest in, and how the Lympo involvement came about as well. So firstly, about me, married man, 3 children, beautiful wife. We've got children of different ages, and they take up a lot of our time socially, and we do a lot of different things with them. We work pretty hard here in Melbourne over the it's summer now, so it's very, very hot and humid, which I'm not enjoying, to be honest. I'm looking forward for the winter season to come through so that I can enjoy my sport. I can enjoy the soccer that I coach. I coach my kids at a local club and have been doing that for 6 or 7 years. Takes a bit of time. And then I also follow my beloved Hawthorn team, for those that know Australian rules football, and the things that we do with those. Let me turn my volume up a bit as well so I can hear other things. So that's a little bit about me. 19 years ago, I started Asta Solutions, an IT services company here in Melbourne. That's grown from 2 people to around about 100 now, servicing Melbourne, Sydney, and with a presence in an office in New Zealand as well, and looking to grow it further over the next 5 years. Asta Solutions is software development, managed services, and in general IT services house. And all that has led us into the exciting opportunities that have come through in the blockchain space. Over the last 9 months, we've worked pretty hard to make strong introductions into the blockchain space and meet a lot of people, travel the world, and do some very, very nice projects. And through those associations and partnerships, we met with some people who were thinking and discussing the whole Lympo ecosystem and how that could work. And I thought that was a very, very exciting and something that could change the whole fitness industry, motivation industry, and how we could actually get more people involved in becoming fit. And as you can see, I'm one of those that needs a bit of help with that sort of stuff. So I thought getting directly involved in a solution for the future would be a great thing to do. Now, I've had a number of questions sent through, which I want to go through and answer for the community across the board. And some of them are related to Lympo, some of them are related to business, some are actually related to things that are outside of IT and other things like that. So I'll go through those questions and give you all a feel about what I think and what I believe is happening at the moment. I covered a little bit about Asta Solutions and what we do here in Melbourne. So I'll skip all that sort of stuff, but I do want to talk about what we actually do in terms of ICOs in Australia. So the questions coming through is, what do you look for in a successful ICO? Well, if it's successful, then it's raised what it was intended to raise, but more so, it will deliver what it was planning to deliver. So if we look at ICOs and the white papers and everything that people are promising, what we want to make sure is to have a really strong team, a team that has got experience and is capable of delivering what has been promised. Delivery is a very difficult thing, and I think in 2018, it's the year of delivering solutions. I think 2018, what we'll end up seeing is hopefully all the ICOs that has successfully raised the money in 2017 and early 2018 will end up delivering solutions that have that provide the benefits that the blockchain enables us to see and have, and the applications that run on them as well. Next question we've got up here from a gentleman in Perth, Australia. What are the best ways to promote ICOs in Australia? Well, that's no secret. There's a lot of organisations that want to take part in doing the promotion, but I think building a community, a strong community that is active. So it's one thing to have a community on Telegram or Facebook or any other places like that, but an active community is what we're after, that believes in the business, in the model, in the solution, and understands what it's going to take to deliver. Because these things are not going to be delivered in one day or in 1 year. I think the good solutions will have ongoing work and ongoing support was going to be required. So I think that's going to be something that it'll be interesting to keep an eye on. And I've got great faith in the Lympo team in terms of delivering the solution that we've got in mind, and the proof of concept work that's happening and the way that's all coming around is looking really promising. And you can just imagine the impact that the solution can have in people's lives and be able to improve their motivation in becoming healthier and helping themselves and helping their families. I suppose it's got a direct impact on other people as well, which is great. Someone asked a question, do I play soccer? I think on my LinkedIn profile I've got something about me coaching. So do I play soccer now? No. Do I want to play soccer now? Probably not. What do I want to do? Well, I want to see kids play. I want to see kids out of the house. I want to see them out and about in the street like the way I grew up. I came to Australia when I was 10 years old from Greece. So I'm from a Greek background. And, you know, growing up in Melbourne in the 80s, it was all about being outside and playing with your friends. It was cricket in summer, it was football and soccer in winter, and then you went back to summer and you did it all again. So it's something I want to see kids do. So I coach to make sure the kids don't miss out. And generally speaking, I get the kids who might miss out, and I get them involved. And at the end of the year, they all come to me and say they've had a great time and they've got some fresh air and they've become better players and they've enjoyed the sport, and that's what that's about. So no, I don't play. What's your biggest challenge in life from a work perspective? That's interesting. You know, when I first started the business, I was told that the hardest you will work is when you have staff. And I thought, no, that can't be right. The more people you have, you've got other people doing the work. And the reality is, from 2 people to 100, the more people we have, the harder I've been working. So you do a lot of hours, and the challenges are there every day. Every day is different. There are ups and downs. When we were a smaller business, the ups and downs were maybe monthly, and then you got bigger, they became fortnightly, and now it almost feels like the ups and downs are hourly. You know, you have good news, and an hour later you have some bad news, and then you have some good news and bad news, and it's a constant yo-yo. So that's probably the biggest challenge, to manage that stress that comes with the ups and downs of day work. What else have we got here? What motivates you to live a healthier life? Would money do it? Well, we've got a great incentive in terms of the Lympo solution to be able to incentivize people to be healthier. Would money do it directly, alone? Probably not. I think everybody has a different motivation for being healthy and a different motivation for doing anything that they're good in life and they spend time on. But I think what motivates me is not letting people down. You make promises, you need to keep them. Reputations are hard to build and easy to lose. And I think the more you spend time delivering what you promise and communicating clearly and properly, the easier it would be. So it's the same with living a healthier life. I've made a couple of promises to my family, and I'd like to see them through. And to see them through, I've got to be healthy, stay healthy, and live as long a life as possible. So not letting people down should motivate most people, I suppose, in all walks of life. Let me have a look. What else have we got here? We've got a question from Asia about Asta's cooperation with the NEM Foundation. Our involvement with the blockchain, in the blockchain space from an Asta perspective, started about 9 months ago, actually longer now, 12 months ago, where we met a couple of people who were working with the NEM Foundation and introduced the whole concept of NEM and how that blockchain works. And our development team got very excited and did a proof of concept with them to see how the whole ecosystem from a NEM perspective hangs together. And that gave us a real insight into putting an actual product on the blockchain, data on the blockchain, and developing a product for it. And that got us all excited. So we started thinking of ideas and things that we could develop. And with a group of others, we came up with a solution for copywriting of assets, and protecting the copyrights and posting them on the blockchain. And out of that came a solution we call Copyright Bank. And that's almost completed now in terms of development. And that was our first project that we did on the blockchain. We are a NEM partner, we are a services integrator, and we work on a lot of other projects that are using the NEM platform which we find really easy to integrate with and really easy to work with, and easy and quick to deliver solutions, and particularly proof of concept solutions. So it's a very exciting thing. So relationship is very strong, and we're looking to extend that into Southeast Asia as we hope to grow the business across the region. Someone asked about a role model. Do I have a role model? Growing up, I did. I think growing up, I was, my role models were sports people, and always wanted to be like them. But I think things change, and you look around, and your role model become role models, because everybody has something that you are attracted to, a quality that you like, or maybe even a quality you don't like. So you don't copy that, and you copy the things you like. So I have many role models, and lots of things are taken out from other people. I have mentors. I have a spiritual mentor. I have a business mentor and a strategist. And I have other people that pull me in line when I need it. And there's also somebody at home called the wife, who manages to do a little bit of the keeping the ego intact and keeping your feet on the ground and making sure that you're always doing the right things and being at the right place at the right time. So I'm sure you all understand what that's about. Somebody asked about my nickname, the pick, the ice pick. How did that come about? And that's really back from my university days, when my friends and I used to go out, and we were traditionally, I studied computer science, and there was a group of guys who were pretty shy when it came to the opposite sex. So when we went out, and I had to broker the relationship and bring people together. So they called me the ice pick, that I bring people together. And that continued on into my work life, where probably my biggest strength is networking and getting people to meet each other for beneficial reasons to both parties, and linking people together. A lot of times just making the connection, not necessarily getting something out of it ourselves, but over the years and as time goes by, you're known for that, and people appreciate that, and you get other benefits for it. So that's where that's come about. Many people experiencing ups and downs in their life. Did you moments in your life? Yes. There's a lot of ups, there's a lot of downs, but the ups are far, far greater than the downs, and you just need to manage things and remember that all the downs are just moments in time. They come, they're a moment, and then they pass, and then you have an opportunity to build. And I think if I have anything to say to my kids or anybody else who wants to be successful and work hard, you've got to learn to be resilient. You've got to bounce back. The sun comes up every morning, and every morning there's an opportunity to start a new day and to do something bigger and better. So I think that's really important. And if you think about the Lympo system, the Lympo solution, what a great way to start every day to capture the data of your activities and keep you healthy in order to achieve things in your life and be rewarded for it. So there is zero excuse for lacking the motivation to do things in your life, and that's another reason that the Lympo solution, the Lympo business, connects with me and what I stand for and what I believe in. What would be some of the important advice I'd give to people that are starting their own businesses? Well, starting your own business is, and I've done it a few times now, is a challenge. You have to have resiliency, as I said earlier, but I think you also have to have really strong support base from family, support base from friends, a great network, and I think you have to be able to really, really listen to what others are telling you, because although you may think you've got all the answers, I think what happens is you have a lot of ideas that you think are answers, but once explored properly by the right people, you get more ideas, and then you should be able to connect up and come up with the right answers. So there's a lot of things that make things important. So I wouldn't say strategy is the most important. I wouldn't say finance is the most important. I think you've got to allow yourself to build a really strong gut feel about things and back yourself and learn from your mistakes. One of the best places you can start with is to make a mistake. Don't repeat it. But, making a mistake is a healthy thing that hopefully will get you to a better place as you move forward. What else we've got here? Let's have a look. We've got a question from someone in Africa who's asking about why I believe that the sport data will be so valuable and monetizing it. All data is valuable. We can start there. And I read somewhere where somebody said data is the new oil, and the data mining and the big data analytics and artificial intelligence and all that we're doing means all data is important. How data can be used, will depend on the various applications. But I think the data we get to capture in the Lympo solution will be hugely attractive to insurance companies, to pharmaceutical companies, to Nike and other businesses like that, who will be able to tailor solutions, whether it's pharmaceutical, as I said before, or insurance solution and so forth, tailored directly to what you do and what your data is, or maybe your geographic data is. And I think that'll be a very exciting thing, and we'll get more personalized solutions as we move forward. And I think the blockchain enables all that sort of stuff, and the solutions built on the blockchain, like Lympo, will make all that happen. I don't think there is one solution in terms of running a successful ICO. And somebody has asked me, how do we do it in Australia? I don't think there's one solution. There are a lot of players, a lot of people and companies that are selling the service of running an ICO solution. But I don't think we can get a successful ICO solution without having a really strong leader and someone that believes in it passionately, and a team that is diverse in its skill set and diverse in its experience, and that can deliver the solution when the time comes from a delivery perspective. And we need a plan. So if you have a plan, we have a strong team and great leadership at the top, then I think you're on your way to achieving the goals that you've set. And I believe in the Lympo business and solution, we've got all that. And that's what's really exciting to be involved, and really exciting to actually see this come to an end from an ICO perspective, and then get really stuck into delivering the solution and watching the community benefit as a whole across everything that we do. There's a lot of work to do, but I'm very confident that we're up for the challenge. I think I've covered every question that's been asked of me. Look who's here. Look who's here. Hello, Patrick. The community knows Patrick. Come here, Patrick. How are you?
Hello.
How are you, Patrick? Patrick's in the office working.
I was going to mute your laptop.
Mute my laptop, that's fine. Patrick's in the office working. Patrick, what time is it? Tell them. Let's make sure they know what time it is. What time we've got?
9:30.
9:30, and we're still in the office, people. I've come back from training the soccer guys. Patrick's been on the community on Telegram, posting messages. You all know him. Thank you, Patrick.
That's all right.
Appreciate your help.
Good luck. You're doing great.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Good to see Patrick. He works really hard. He's a good bloke. We need more of him. What else we got in terms of questions? I think we've covered everything. Any questions from anyone? Right. Well, this time is probably time to say goodbye. Please feel free to reach out to me via LinkedIn and ask any questions directly about Lympo or anything else. Love to chat to people. Love to connect, and love to create opportunities for other people's benefits. So if there's anything I can do, please let me know. Look forward to seeing you all again. Take care. Bye-bye.